Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Cooking Keto Style. My name is Tessa.
I'm Jason.
We are making cookies today. It is technically a carnivore cookie. It's made with pork rinds, so we do make sure they are finely crushed pork rinds. And it is, I guess it's a protein cookie because we are using 3 different protein powders instead of flour. Well, I guess the pork rinds would be considered the flour in this cookie recipe. But yeah, make sure they were finely crushed ground pork rinds or pork flour, whatever you want to call it. But the 3 protein powders that you will need are whey protein. This is just unflavored whey protein. Egg white protein. Again, this is just unflavored egg white protein. You could use vanilla because my beef protein that I will be using is vanilla flavored. So you could use unflavored or vanilla flavored, whatever you prefer. I also have some homemade vanilla extract because I really like the taste of vanilla. I have 1 stick of butter, and we will be adding some cream cheese. And I will be using some brown swerve. You could use regular swerve. You could use allulose, whatever sweetener you have on hand. So technically, I mean, if you are a carnivore and you eat sweeteners, then I guess you would consider this a dirty carnivore recipe because it does contain vanilla and sweetener and an egg. So let's get started making these yummy carnivore cookies. Yummy.
Yummy.
I love cookies, especially if they're carnivore. You need to go ahead and start by preheating your oven to 325. I have already lined my baking tray with a silicone mat. You may use parchment paper if you would like. So first we are going to take 1 stick of butter, and I have softened it in my microwave. So there is my butter, and you are going to start whipping it with a mixer or by hand if you would like. I want to set that aside. Now you will be taking 1 ounce of cream cheese. So this is about 2 tablespoons of softened cream cheese, and adding that to your bowl. And we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to use 1 egg and a teaspoon of vanilla. So there's our egg. And here's my vanilla. 1 teaspoon. This is homemade vanilla, by the way. Homemade vanilla is super easy to make. All you need are some vanilla beans, a jar to put it in, and some alcohol. And I just used plain vodka. And you let it set. You shake it and let it set, and then you take it and you shake it every now and then. After a few months, you have your homemade vanilla extract. So let's mix this again. We're going to set that aside because we need to mix in our dry ingredients together. So in a separate bowl, you're going to whisk together your protein powders, the pork rinds, and your sweetener and baking powder. So we're going to add our egg white protein powder. So this is about 12 grams of egg white. You need about 20 grams of whey protein. So here's my whey protein. 30 grams of beef protein. So here's my beef protein powder. I have half a cup or about 40 grams of crushed pork rinds. We're going to pour right here in that bowl with it. And my brown sugar allulose. I have about, you can use about 1/3 to 1/2 of a cup of sweetener, depending on how sweet you like things. This is about 6 tablespoons. So we're going to put that in there as well, along with 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking powder. So that's going to go right in the bowl too. And we are going to take our whisk and we are going to kind of just whisk everything together, making sure there's no clumps, no lumps. Everything's just fully mixed and incorporated. Smells good. I like the way that I smell my beef protein powder is vanilla scented or vanilla flavored. It's vanilla flavored, and that's what I smell. It smells really good. And the allulose that I'm using, the brown swerve, kind of has a caramely scent. All right, we got all that combined. We're going to mix it in with our wet ingredients. So we need our butter mixture, and we're going to start mixing everything in. There's our dry ingredients mixed into our wet ingredients, and I'm just going to take a spatula and kind of fold everything in to start with. It's getting kind of thick. Smells buttery. Woo! Losing my bowl there. I did not add salt to the recipe because my butter is salted and my pork rinds have salt. So you do not need to add extra salt unless you really want to add extra salt, but that's totally up to you. So once you have everything mixed and incorporated, we're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes. That way all of our ingredients will be, especially the pork rinds, make sure the pork rinds can absorb the liquid and it'll firm up our dough so it's not as sticky. So 10 minutes, let it rest. All right, my cookie dough has been sitting for about, I think it's been sitting for about 15 minutes because I forgot about it. I forgot about it. I got busy. So my cookie dough has been sitting, and now I have my baking tray lined with my silicone mats. You can use parchment paper. And I just have a little scoop here. I think it's about a tablespoon. It might be a tablespoon and a half. A little measuring spoon. And I'm just going to make scoops with my measuring spoon and putting them on my baking tray. Baking tray. I think I said baking tree. Baking tray of our cookie dough. So scoop of cookie dough. My hands are clean because I just washed them. Maybe I can get it out. And we're just going to make balls. Putting it right there. See how many we can get out of here. I think it said it's about 12, but I mean, I don't know. We're going to see. I got about 12 cookies, and we're just going to kind of flatten them a little bit, and I'm just using a small piece of wax paper that I have folded. We're just going to gently flatten. So let's set that aside. And we are going to put this in the oven for about 12-ish minutes. I'm going to probably check them at about 6-7-ish minutes, since my oven tends to bake a little bit quicker than everybody else's. So these are my cookies. They kind of bake together, but it's okay. I mean, this was an AI generated recipe in the first place, and I followed it exactly as it was written. But I put them in there for about 7 minutes at first, and then I checked on them, and they needed just a couple more minutes. So I think a total of 10 minutes is what I baked them for. And they're kind of more square than I had thought they would turn out to be. But, I mean, I'm sure they're still going to taste good. I mean, we're not fancy here or anything. This isn't any professional baking, and I'm not selling these cookies. These cookies are for me and Jason to eat. So, this is what they look like. And we are going to taste them to see how they taste. We are here to taste our carnivore cookie, our carnivore protein cookie. So here is one of the cookies. This one's kind of circular.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of, I mean, it's firm. Okay, so let's break it in half. It's soft. It is soft though. Easy to break. There's our cookie.
I love soft cookies.
So there's you a cookie piece, and here's me a cookie piece. Yummy, yummy cookie. It is soft and chewy.
It's really good. I mean, like really good. Good flavor.
It reminds me of a chocolate chip cookie. The flavor of a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips, because we used the it was the brown sweetener that we used.
Oh yeah. These are dangerous, by the way. I can eat a whole pan.
But 3 different protein powders, pork rinds, makes it protein. I have no idea what I'm saying.
It's really good.
It's like you get a train of thought going. That train just runs right off that track.
It's also been a long day.
Yeah, it has. A long day. Cooking. Not a fancy cookie, but a delicious cookie. Because we are not fancy people.
No, not at all.
Not at all. We just like to make things and cook and bake and have fun.
Yep.
Yeah. That was our, let me see if I can think of what it was. What? Carnivore protein cookies. Yeah. Carnivore protein cookies. AI generated too. So those were fun to make and delicious and kind of easy. I mean, it's just mixing cookie ingredients together. But give us a like if you like this video. Comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, because every subscriber counts. We love you guys.
Yes,
and
this is why we do it.
Yeah, we like to have fun. We like to cook. We like to show people our mistakes, and that's okay too, because nobody's perfect.
Nope.
Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and see you on the next video. Bye.